Howdy partners, it's your buddy John here. Welcome back. Last time we left off, we fought the Battle of Vassal. I think that's what it was called. Off screen, I did a bunch of upgrades to the unit. Did some training. Got everybody up to level 3 and unlocked a new command for the engineers. It raises defense. Do I want to do that? Let's go ahead and do that. It uses up all of our experience, but
push those
okay.
limits.
Okay.
Come back anytime you're ready to sweat.
Now, there's something new here I noticed. Castlefront Street. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick.
Hey, Lieutenant! Off duty today?
Not really.
Your timing's perfect. There's something I want to show you. Won't take but a minute. Come on. Ta-da! It's the writing on the wall. Written and published by yours truly.
Uh-huh.
Why do this when I already have a radio news gig, you say?
I didn't say anything.
Sure, I could leave it up to the print news guys, but they're all lapdogs. The government censors everything. And not just a little cut here and there. In some cases, they'll bend the harsh truth into candy-sweet propaganda. I'm so sick of it. I want to give my readers the truth. That includes the bad stuff, too. So, this is my brilliant plan. The writing on the wall. Some things are only possible in out-of-the-way spots like this, out of sight from those government goons. I'll keep this space filled with up-to-date, absolutely factual info. No censorship.
Okay.
And your exploits will feature heavily, I'm sure. So yeah, come by and have a read sometime.
Alright, we got a couple news things here we can read. This one sounds like it's first. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. The Empire-owned and run terrorist news outlet reported on the 6th that Imperial forces have claimed the coastal Federation city of Valua. If true, the Empire would now hold a supply route for Ragnite transit, greatly influencing their standing in southern Europa. Unlike the northern provinces, Europa's south lacks for Ragnite, meaning that supplies must be shipped in from elsewhere to sustain the Empire's offensive. The Empire's hold on Europa's southern coast means expansion of the conflict to all areas of the continent is more likely now than ever before. The Federation has yet to issue statements regarding the Empire's alleged seizure of Valua at this time. Okay. Signs of Gallian resistance. In an interview given on the 8th, a spokesman for the Central Gallian Armed Forces suggested a massive anti-imperial counterstrike brewing. Should this come to pass, all eyes will be on how a force that has thus far specialized in retreat can stem the imperial incursion that claimed most of Gallia by last month's end and now stands before the gates of Randgries. It seems the militia will join the army proper on this bid to free the capital from a siege, a fear that has persisted for weeks now. Some suggest that this move is due to the army's desire to conserve its own manpower for combat within the city's walls, a very real possibility should this plan fail. Okay.
And while you're here,
Uh-huh.
I want to put a book out someday, right? To put the truth in the hands of the people.
Wait a second. Okay, wait, I just realized something. Her name's Irene, right? And the name of the person who wrote the book they're getting the snippets from, was it called On the Galleon Front or something? Her name was Irene. Is this the same person? The last names are different. Okay, whatever.
But I'm just a radio news grunt, you know? I'll be paying for
Probably
everything
is.
out of my own pocket. So, I figured I'd ask you. Think you could find it in your wallet's heart to help a girl get started?
Okay.
I'd make it worth your while. You guys could feature in the book I write. I still haven't decided what all I want to put in it, but I promise it'll be all about you. See this fat stack of notes? Got a ton of material already. So how about it? Call it an investment in the future rising star of authordom. Please.
Okay. I don't know what this does first, but I guess I'll go ahead and grab it since I have the money.
Thanks a million. I plan on putting out new editions periodically, so drop by to check it out often.
Okay.
Especially after you've made some headlines on the battlefield. That's the perfect time to strike. I'm counting on you out there, Welkin. You need to keep me supplied with exciting material.
I guess I could do that. Okay, let's go ahead and head back into the book mode, see what we can do now. I might go ahead and just start this next story chapter thing. A new episode has been added. A new report has been added. Oh, wait a second, there's something back here. Huh.
Report. Ellet Embeded.
Okay. Why don't we do this today? Looks like it's little clips about her, I guess. Don't know if I control her or not.
Squad 7 of Regiment 3. My first impression, good. Lieutenant Welkin Gunther, squad leader. Next
Great
in
picture.
command, Sergeant Alicia Melchiot. That lieutenant looks softer than I'd expect for the son of the late General Gunther. And her hometown is Brule, same as Gunther. Could be childhood friends. But if I'm lucky, they were childhood sweethearts. We'll just have to find out how close they are. Next on the list, Sergeant Largo Potter and Corporal Bridget Stark.
I guess we can find out more about them now.
Right. Stark had a nickname. Gotta jot that down. Goes by Rosie. There. Looks like those two don't trust Gunther much yet. That could be good. Could be really good. Who does that leave? Right. The tank pilot, Corporal Isara Gunther. Huh, she's the lieutenant's sister. Now that's strange. She looks dark-skinned to me. Wonder how that comes into the picture. You couldn't ask for a more colorful crew than that, could you? Something tells me these guys are different than the usual troop somehow. Maybe my keen journalistic instincts? Well then... the truth's not gonna uncover itself. Here I come, ready or not.
Okay, so I guess this little thing here gives us more insight into the members of the group. Could be interesting. New episode has been added. Okay. Largo and Rosie. Now we've seen that they don't really like Welkin for some reason. I guess this will give us a chance to find out.
Oh, there's Sergeant Potter, and Corporal Stark with him. Hey, guys! Mind if I ask a few questions? It'll only take a second.
What? Like an interview? What do you want to go interviewing us for?
Aw, come on, big guy. I bet we'd make better topics than some rich kid.
Wonderful. Let's start with you then, Largo. You fought in the First European War, right?
Yeah, I've been a soldier ever since, too. I'm what you'd call a seasoned warrior, see?
And why did you choose to stay in the Force? Most people try to avoid the soldiering life.
It's an honest living, plus I got my reasons. Besides, I ain't the only one. Look at Elle.
Who?
Elle? Who's Elle?
That's what I'm asking.
If I had to guess, I'd say Eleanor Virat.
Okay.
Captain Virat, that is. Third. It seems you've got quite a history with her. Care to fill in some details for us?
There ain't no details. Is this the trash you want to write about? Look, I'm a busy guy. I'm out of here.
Hey,
Yes, I guess we
Margot, wait
know a
up!
little bit of why he doesn't like Welkin. What's her problem?
Oh, just let him go. We can have a little chat, just the two of us girls. So, Rosie. Can I call you Rosie? Beautiful name, by the way. Do you like flowers?
I used to sing at a bar. It was hardly a flower patch, but my nickname there stuck. Tell you what, though. Some customers came from miles away just to hear me sing.
I'm sure it wasn't the only reason.
My. So why's a pretty young songbird with a voice as sweet as a rose so thorny towards Lieutenant Gunther and all those others?
I just ain't trusting my back to a stinking dark hair is all.
Okay.
Traumatic past experience with a Darkson leave you bitter, maybe?
Think what you want. I got better things to do than sit around gabbing about him is all. You can put me down as allergic, yeah? Just chatting and I'm starting to feel sick.
Bet she'd spill the beans if you got her riled up enough. Maybe next time.
Okay. So, Largo doesn't like Welkin, I guess because he's not as experienced or something? Rosie, I guess, is just a jerk.
Still, a veteran carrying a torch for his captain and a Darkson-hating chanteuse? They may be cranky, but they're characters.
Okay, next is Isara. Oh.
Boo!
Oh, hello, Miss Ellet. How are you?
A little freaked out now. You didn't even bat an eye at that. You were staring at the sky pretty intently. Something up there we should know about?
I'd like to fly. Well, actually, I'd like to fly my brother.
Would you care to elaborate on that?
Fly your brother? Care to expound on that?
Thank you. Yeah.
You don't seem the type to have her head in the clouds. It's very romantic.
I believe myself to be quite logical, really. Too logical, perhaps.
Okay, so if you don't mind my asking, how exactly are you and your brother related? Wait, let's leave that for now. How would you describe your brother as a person?
Welks is... objectively speaking, he can seem a little strange sometimes.
I see. Although I'm a little unsure of what that means, coming from you.
But he is a very kind person, and loyal. Anytime my heritage brought me trouble, he was the first to come to my defense.
I see. Sounds like you really love him, huh?
I would say I respect him a great deal.
Look, we got her blushing. I'm getting all the ladies in this game, you know. Well, I guess it's about time, you know, I don't get any in real life. Forever alone.
Gotcha. Sounds like you lucked out in the sibling department then.
Yes, very much so. That's why I'd like to give him the opportunity to fly.
Still have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm still not sure I follow that exactly, but we'll leave that for another day. Thanks for your time. Next up, Squad Leader Gunther himself.
Well, we're getting through this one pretty fast. I think this might be today's episode. New episode has been added. Welkin and Alicia.
Hello, hello! Are you ready for your big interview?
Hello, Miss Ellet. Hard at work again, I see.
Didn't you already interview him before?
Somebody's jealous.
Oh, Alicia, I wanted to get in a chat with you today, too.
Wait, really?
Never mind.
You're going to write an article about me?
That changed really fast.
I can't say whether it'll make the paper, but I do have some questions for you. You've been at Lieutenant Gunther's side since you left Brule. Tell me what he's like.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
You want to interview me about him? Well, let's see. We only met just a few days ago, but... he's a pretty interesting person. You never know what he's going to say next.
Well, we've seen that.
I see, I see. So, forget he's your boss for a second. What do you think of him as a guy?
What?
Oh.
I've never really thought about it. I don't know.
Okay, I can't think of anything to say.
Is that so? Well, Lieutenant Gunther, care to comment in her place? Lieutenant, where'd he go?
Huh? Oh, sorry. There was just this crazy-looking bug. I got distracted.
ADHD. Everything is better with HD. Moving
See
on.
what I mean? He's an interesting guy, if unpredictable.
No kidding. Now, Lieutenant Gunther, I have a couple of questions for you. First up, how do you
Why are you
feel about
pointing?
this war, as the son of a hero from the First European War?
Same as anybody else, I guess. I want it to be over. Are people looking at me as the son of a hero? Well, maybe I am, but I'm still just me.
Okay then, let's talk about you. What are you fighting for?
The girls. Obviously.
I feel like the present world is made up of things we've inherited from the past.
Oh, never mind. He's going to make it much deeper than that.
We get life and a home from our parents, knowledge from our teachers. And not just the good stuff. Take prejudice against Darksons. That's learned behavior. Every creature out there is trying to pass things along to future generations. I want to pass on what I think is right. I'm fighting for the ability to do that.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much. That's all I've got for you today.
Took things a little deeper than I was expecting.
Great, we're done? I want to get back to that fascinating insect again.
You really hit the nail on the head. He's as entertaining as he is unpredictable. I was planning on moving along to the next squad after interviewing everyone in Squad 7. But I think I'll stick around and learn a bit more about you Sevens, if you don't mind.
Not at all. Just try to stay out of the combat zones, for your own safety.
I'm not making any promises. I go where the scoop takes me. That's just how I roll.
Well, how long I've been recording. I think I want to call that the episode, guys. If you enjoyed, feel free to click like and subscribe. Very much appreciated. Next time, hopefully... Oops. That way, what? There we go. Next time, we'll try to do Operation Cloudburst. Gotten all the upgrading out of the way this episode. So, it's just action, I guess, next time. Thanks for watching.